Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today we are going to be taking a look at some recent UFO and UAP sightings from around the world. Our first sighting takes place over Dublin, Ireland, so let's head on over and take a look. We have the original footage in the center along with zoomed versions on the side so we can try to get a good look at it here. This is yet another example of a pair of UFOs like I've been seeing a lot of here lately. You see two UFOs that are moving together almost as if they're following one another, and they move somewhat slow. Let's go ahead and take another look at this thing, but I want to pause it right here. Take a look at that. It looks like there's three of these things now, but are we actually seeing a third UFO? Or is it some kind of optical effect due to the fact that the recording is being done from inside a vehicle through a moonroof? I'm still somewhat undecided about this sighting, but my gut instinct tells me that this is a pair of military drones, and that they're simply on some form of training exercise like follow the leader. However, I'm going to keep them in my unexplained files, and we'll go ahead and move on to our next sighting, which took place over the skies of Brazil, where a witness saw two UFOs. The witness described the UFOs as, quote, objects with intense glows. Now you can tell why these things really stood out. They're quite abnormal. They're moving quickly across the sky, and they have a giant tail behind them, which immediately makes me think that these are some kind of rockets, just because of those telltale signs of exhaust behind them, but also because they're both following the same trajectory as well, as if they were both launched from the same location and are traveling to the same location. Let's take another look at these things, and I'll go ahead and overlay a cropped and zoomed version on top. Maybe we can tell what these things are. Oh boy, it really is hard to get a good look at these things. I'm going to push up more on that cropped version, and let's see if that sheds any detail on them. So now we can really get a good look at those tails that these things have. And I really gotta say, the more I look at these, the more I'm convinced that my gut feeling was correct. These are most likely some sort of rocket test. And I say that because of the facts that these things are going in a straight line, they're maintaining a constant velocity, and you have two objects that are following virtually the same trajectory. But I don't know. What do you guys think they are? For now, let's move along to our next UFO sighting that occurred over the skies of Tennessee. Here, the witness recorded strange lights moving in formation in the evening sky. Now these lights are moving parallel to the road, which tells me that they're low-flying objects, whatever they are. Did you see that fluttering of lights? That almost looks like a marker or runner light of a commercial aircraft. Yeah, there it is again. This really makes me think that these are commercial or military aircraft. Most likely, helicopters. You just don't see many slow-moving UFOs in formation with running lights. And while I don't feel that these are UFOs, I am glad that this person was able to capture them on video and put them online so that we could take a look at them. Anyhow, let's move on to our next sighting, which took place over the skies of our northern neighbor, Canada. A YouTube channel by the name of Demi Triu posted this video of a UFO that was seen with night vision, but was invisible to the naked eye. It's truly extraordinary. Almost too good to be true. Check that baby out. You get a real good shot of this thing just hovering there. However, I have to tell you folks, I'm very suspicious of this footage for a few reasons. One is that the witness just happened to be filming in night vision and then just happened to notice this object. It's highly irregular. It seems way too coincidental. Another issue that I have is this still frame at the end that shows the normal view and no object in the sky. Let's take a look at that still next to a side-by-side still of the UFO. Here, a few things stand out. Do you see this object on the left? I'm assuming that's some kind of pole. In the UFO still, this object appears more upright than in the normal shot. And in the normal shot, it looks like the witness tilted the camera down because of the perspective of that pole and these trees down at the lower left-hand corner. So that suggests to me that whatever this was in the skies over Canada, whether it was a blimp or a weather balloon or a Google balloon, the witness most likely knew that it was man-made and released this bogus video intentionally. Now that makes me sad. Of course, I'm not 100% certain, but that's my opinion that this sighting was faked. You might ask why we have put out a whole video on UFO and UAP sightings that debunk most of the sightings. You see, here at Area 503, we believe that most people who post sightings are sincere. However, there are a large number who post bogus videos and pictures intentionally. During our investigations into the UFO phenomenon, we encounter a large number of these fake reports. And because it's our policy to investigate, question, and confirm each one of these sightings before we bring them to you, we spend a great deal of time on them. And we really want you to see what's out there so you know what you're looking at when you see it. Make sure you keep your eyes out for our other UFO and UAP sighting videos. We have some interesting stuff coming up, including a UFO that was spotted by a witness dozens of times in the same location over several months. It's truly crazy. Y'all won't want to miss it. Well guys, for now, that's all I have on UFO and UAP sightings from around the world. As always, this has been Manny at Area 503, and I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.